This is the National Weather Service office here in Gaylord, Michigan, with your hazardous weather briefing for Thursday, April 10th, 2014. Well, as far as hazardous weather goes for the next 7 days, we're still looking at continued snow melt with area river and stream rises due to the recent mild temperatures and upcoming mild temperatures, at least through this weekend. This is going to impact all of northern Michigan, and some of the impacts specifically with this will be some localized and generally minor lowland flooding. However, we are looking at something else now, and it doesn't make me happy to relay this news, but we're looking at some possible wet snow and potential wet snow accumulations across northern Michigan, and in particular, this is going to be for Sunday night and into Monday. Some of the impacts yet to be determined, but there could be an axis of relatively significant accumulating wet snow. But again, this is going to be roughly 5 days out, so there is some uncertainty here, and we'll be keeping a close eye on that. But let's take a closer look at what we're having here in the headline, of course, with that wintry scenario, a messy weekend coming. Good rain chances combining with snowmelt for increased flooding threats across northern Michigan. But what we're going to see as far as temperatures through Sunday, mid and upper 40s, generally speaking, across upper Michigan. Lower and middle 50s, generally speaking, across northern lower. That's going to provide the continued snow melt. But in the graphic on the right, outlined in the appropriate green color, we'll have low pressure moving into the Great Lakes region. And this has the potential to provide us with some pretty decent rainfall. And when you combine that with the snow melt, hence the increased flooding threat. But if you follow that frontal boundary all the way back down to Oklahoma, there is another area of low pressure. This one, appropriately colored in light blue. As that particular system moves north, we will have colder air being drawn in behind the first low pressure across northern Michigan. And that second light blue area of low pressure could end up bringing us some decent wet snow. Again, a lot of uncertainty this far out, but we'll be paying close attention to that. But we do know that the Gulf of Mexico will be wide open, allowing deep moisture to move north. So it looks like it's going to be a decent precipitation producer, and if we get that cold air in here, well, hence, that is why we're concerned about some wet snow accumulation. But again, stay tuned for later updates on that particular developing weather scenario. But that's about it as far as this hazardous weather briefing, so please come back for our next scheduled broadcast at around 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thank you for listening to your National Weather Service here in Gaylord, Michigan.